So, welcome to Economics AS level past paper. We want to try to solve question 1 to question 6 of the just concluded economics paper for May, June 2025. Question 1. It says, answer all questions in this section. Question 1. Which one of the following is an example of market failure? When I talk about market failure, it simply means there's inefficiency in the market in terms of allocation of resources. That is market failure, and it comes through the firms. So the first one is unintended consequences. Unintended consequences is a government failure. And when we talk about government failure, it simply means government intervention, which brings about net welfare loss rather than gain. That is government intervention. So if there's net welfare loss than gain, that is what we call government intervention. Example of that is unintended consequences. Unintended consequences is a government failure. It is not a market bubble in the housing market. If the bubble bursts, that is a sort of market failure. It comes from the suppliers of goods. So the answer is B. Then C, excessive administrative costs resulting from regulation. Regulation is also a sort of government intervention. And if it becomes excessive, it means government is spending so much. And that's also a government failure because the amount of money spent by government would have been spent on other strategic area of the economy. C is also a government failure. A firm exited the market because it was making a loss. If a firm is making a loss because it exits as a result, it exits the market, that is a business failure. So the only answer here that's visible is B. Question 1 is B. Go to question 2. Question 1, B. Question 1, B. Question 2. Said in 2015, the government of Ireland set a maximum price below the market equilibrium price for flights within the country. In 2023, the government of Thailand increased the maximum price by 3.75%. Ceteris paribus, all things being equal, which one of the following is the most likely result of increasing the maximum price of flight within Thailand? Maximum price is set below the equilibrium price. So if government increases maximum price, it simply means the government wants to ensure that goods and services flights become affordable for passengers. And that will definitely reduce excess supply. Why is it excess supply? The answer is B. So why is it excess supply? We have to remember that in the law of supply, the higher the price, the higher the quantity supplied. So firms will not supply more if the price is not, ideal for them. So these firms tend to supply more when the price is favorable. So a favorable price will increase supply. Therefore, there might be excess supply because the price continues to rise over time. But with maximum price being set, it simply means that firms will have to reduce their excess supply. So the answer is B. Question 2 is B. Question 3. Procter & Gamble, a US-based international business, sells beauty, grooming, personal healthcare, and fabric care goods. In 2022, it increased its prices on average by 10%. The quantity of items sold decreased by 6%. Which one of the following explains why consumers bought fewer Procter & Gamble products? Not. Based on the law of demand, the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded. So an increase in price here will bring about a fall in the quantity demanded of a product. That means consumers become rational. That means they want to maximize their utility. And what is utility? The amount of satisfaction that can be derived from the consumption of any commodity. So if price increases and consumers tend to buy fewer of the goods, it simply means that their aim is to maximize utility. So the answer is A. Got that right. Why is it not B? Consumers do not aim to minimize utility. If they are aiming to minimize utility, they would have buy when the price increases. C, consumers suffer from habitual behavior. Habitual behavior is part of irrationality, and that will not allow consumers to maximize utility. Consumers have poor computation skills. If consumers have poor computation skills, it allows them to behave irrational. So B, C, D are all irrationality. Irrationality. So it is not B. It is not B or C or D. So the answer is A. We go to question 4. The diagram shows the market for slice of vegan cheesecake. The price per and the quantity per. So they said the price of slice of vegan cheesecake was originally $3. If the price is increased to $4, which one of the following can be deduced from the diagram? So first, here we want to know how to calculate. I think everything is all about the total revenue. And what is total revenue? Total revenue is price multiplied by quantity sold. So first, TR equals to PQ. That is price multiplied by quantity. So the original price is P1, which is 3, and there's a change in price, which is P2, which is now 4. The original quantity Q1, the original quantity is 105,000, and change in quantity is 90,000. So TR, the formula for TR is TR2 minus TR1. That is the formula for price and quantity. So what we have here is they said the diagram shows the market of a slice of vegan cheesecake. Price per liter is this. So we have the price and the quantity. They said the price of a slice of vegan cheesecake was originally $3. If the price is increased to $4, which one of the following can be deduced from the diagram? So let's look. This is the diagram which is talking about a demand curve. So we check the options. The options is all about total revenue. So it simply means that we need to find what total revenue is. And for total revenue is price multiplied by quantity sold, which I wrote. Now we have to check each price and quantity. So our P1 is 3. This is P1. And P2 is 4. That's changing price. Quantity for P1 is 105, and for P2 is 90,000. So that means our total revenue is price multiplied by quantity sold. Then if you have to find total revenue itself, based on the fact that we have changes in price. So total revenue is TR2 minus TR1. So our TR1 is P1 Q1. TR1 is P1 Q1. P1 Q1, that's 3 multiplied by 105,000. That is TR1. So TR1 equals to 315,000. That's it. That's TR1. Then we have our TR2, which is P2 Q2. So TR2 equals P2 4 multiplied by 90,000. So that is 360,000. So that is TR2. Then we say TR, we need to find TR. TR equals to TR2 minus TR1. So our TR is TR2, which is 360,000 minus 315,000. So I think that is 45,000. So this is our total revenue. So we'll go back to what the options are. Our total revenue is 45,000. That means there's an increase in our total revenue for 45,000. So we check. The total revenue will decrease by 90,000. No, it is not A. The total revenue will decrease by 45,000. That is the answer it chooses, but it is wrong. As you can see, it is wrong. It is not B. It is not this. It is not this. Then total revenue would increase by 45,000. Yes, the total revenue increased by 45,000. If addition our TR2 minus TR1 gives us a negative number, then B would have been the right answer. But it gives us a positive number here. So the total revenue would increase by 45,000. So this is the answer. C is the answer. Total revenue would increase by 90,000 now. So A, B, D are not the answers. The only answer here is 45,000, which is total revenue increasing by 45,000. So that is how to calculate total revenue. So to calculate your total revenue, it is price multiplied by the quantity sold. We go to question 5. The chart shows the share of government spending on private sector spending in Venezuela and Sweden in 2023. Which one of the following can be deduced from the chart? Private sector spending and the government spending. So we could see that in Venezuela, we have less government spending. And in Sweden, we have more government spending. So they said Venezuela is a free market economy. Venezuela is not a free market economy. It's more like a mixed economy because there's government allocating resources in Venezuela. Sweden is a command economy. Sweden is not a command economy because they're still the mixed economy. There's still the free market economy also in Sweden. It is not A, it is not B. It's not A, it's not B. Sweden is a free market economy, Venezuela is a command economy. No. Both of them are free markets, both of them are mixed economy, so it is not C. Sweden and Venezuela are both mixed economy, yes, it is D. Because a mixed economy combines both the free market and planned economy. So irrespective of the percentage, in as much as there's a presence of both the free market and the planned economy, we call it a mixed economy. So it's a mixed economy. So the answer is D. You got it right. Go to the last question for question 1 to 6. It said the table shows the estimated price elasticity of demand for a bar of chocolates produced by selected chocolate bar manufacturers. Lindt, Mars, Mondelez, Hershey. So the price elasticity of demand. And what is price elasticity of demand? It is the degree of responsiveness between the quantity demanded of a product as a result of a change in the price of a product. So ceteris paribus, all things being equal, which one of the following can be deduced from this information? The demand for all 4 chocolate bars is price inelastic. If it is price inelastic, it should be less than 1. So all these are price elastic because they are greater than 1. They are greater than 1, so it is not A. All 4 chocolate bars are inferior goods. Inferior goods are goods that are linked with income, but this is price and quantity demanded, so it is not B. And inferior goods are goods that we tend to buy more if the income level falls. So there's no income related in the variable here. So the variable here is about price. So it is not income. So that's why it's not B. C. A 5% increase in the price of Mars chocolate bar will result in a 6.5% decrease in the quantity demanded. So this is telling us that, so we just have to calculate it and figure out. Then a 5% increase in the price of ordinary chocolate bar will result in 8% increase. An increase in price will bring about, because it is price elastic, it simply means that an increase in price of these chocolates will bring about a reduction in the quantity demanded. So a 5% increase will bring about a decrease in the quantity demanded. So it is C. An increase in the price will bring about an increase in quantity. That is inelastic. If it was less than 1, it should be D. But because it is greater than 1, that means the answer is C. So the answer here is C because it is all price elastic. And if it is price elastic, it means it's greater than 1. And an increase in the price of a product that is price elastic bring about a reduction in the quantity demanded. So an increase bring about a decrease in the quantity demanded. That's why it is C. So that ends question 1 to question 6 of May, June 2025. Thank you.